very good morning and welcome back here to Central Coast Sporting and Recreation Complex in the heart of Tuggerah for the Junior Regionals 2023 New South Wales Touch Football Championships. James Preston and Mitch Walkerton from the Hunter Western Hornets. Joining me in the booth, good fixture here in the 16 boys division, Mitch, between the Scorpions and the Northern Eagles.
Yeah, well, good morning, James, and good morning, viewers. Really looking forward to this game, to see what the Scorpions can throw out and see how the Eagles can respond.
Of course, Sydney Siders, the Scorpions in the green and lime green kit, taking on the Northern Eagles with players stretching from the likes of Tari to Coffs Harbour, Macquarie, Tamworth as well, so eclectic mix. And it will be the Eagles who get the first use of the ball here, and they come forward through Cooper Moore. Another follow-up here from Hunter. Hunter plays it quickly, but no one there ready to take advantage of it. As Merrick fires it off now for Moore. Moore plays it about 10 metres away. Back to the centre they come here with Merrick. Now take a touch through the middle, and now driving hard at the line, but they pass it straight into the hands of Fodu Mwala. And fortunately for them, it wasn't with open pasture, because we know he can do a length of the field try.
Yeah, he has absolutely got wheels. It was a nice ML setup there from the Eagles. Just didn't execute as well as they would like. I'm sure Coach Peter Vincent, very well known in the touch circles, will have a chat to the lads and fix that up.
Scorps unable to play the ball there. They've turned it over instead. So the Eagles still haven't really had to do any defensive work as of yet. Nothing on their line, certainly. So they rush up, trying to put on the pressure here. Fodu Mwala makes the touch. And they ping them into their own little corner here. Still awaiting those fresh players to come on. Saxon Gore just hovers around waiting for the touch and eventually makes it. And there we go, the pressure mounts.
Yeah, they've got a result there, the Scorpions. Really good press defence. They've got a penalty for 7 on. So they're going to get a crack here. They'll get down to the 7. Let's see what move they run here, James.
Fodu Mwala out to Gore. And now wider still for Poley. And then they really set sail here for the line. Thompson is a noted speedster, but they just caught him on this occasion. They'll pop it back here for Poley. Gore. Fodu Mwala drops it on the 7. Gore picks it up quickly. Fodu Mwala having a crack himself. He got to ground very quickly. I don't think they got him in time. It is try time here for the Scorpions, who have the barbs out.
Yeah, no, it was a little punish play. Fodu Mwala definitely got the ball down. Unfortunately, the link didn't make both feet on the line. The referee made the right call, play through, and that's a first try.
Fodu Mwala picking up try number 1 here pretty early on in this contest as the Eagles come away here through Carrick. Carrick's scored now. Back through the centre comes Buck. Jinking run here from Moore. So they head back once again to Buck, who plays it in the centre of the field, around that 7 metre mark. Turning it back once more here for Carrick. It's the Carrick and Buck show so far in this set. Last play as Billy Buck has a little look himself. Moore is there in support, but no opening comes. The Scorpions see it off pretty easily overall.
Yeah, no, they did. The Northern Eagles are a little bit unorganised there. They need to understand what they're going to run and execute a little bit better. They didn't get really the chance to run many moves. So therefore, like you mentioned, James, the Scorps were able to eat it up.
And a penalty here for the Sydney Siders as they tap it and get back underway through Stan Clark. Northern Beaches product as easy meters on the offering for the follow-up play, and now Tola through the middle. So 3 deep, and they're getting very close already, and by the 4th they'll have a couple of cracks at the line here. Long range effort, and they got to ground quickly once again. Lovely effort from the Scorpions. They're in for number 2.
It was a little bit too soft there. It was a good flow through the midfield with regards to the rucking, and it was just a sweeper play. Not enough communication from the 2 middles, not knowing where the line was. And it was number 34, I believe, Stan Clark, who helped himself to a fairly easy try.
I think it actually might have been Feltham.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
In the 13. So Clark is out there too, but I think that long stretch at the end was Feltham. So here they come now, the Eagles, with a bit of work to do. Trailing by 2. They put in the little hop and the skip there from Callum Mitchell. Not really fooling anyone though as Hunter. Tari product sends it across field now to Knox. Knox floating it up here once more for Hunter. Slow approach so far in this set here from the Eagles. Knox floating a pass over the top. Oh, just a little off kilter there and not finding its required support.
No, it was a nice setup. There was a number of options there on the ML that they had. He could have played over the top or he could have tried to hit the link. So I'm sure they'll persist with that play again. Scorps will work their way to the box here, it looks.
Yeah, just laying down the law here, the refs as well. Eventually they get the full complement out there, the Scorpions. And another penalty to come their way. So been pretty fortuitous with field position so far in this match, and to date they have made it count. 2 tries inside the first 5 minutes. They'll start this set from halfway here. So Lowe comes forward and off the left foot, hopping a pass back to the middle here for Berryman Duff. He's changed the boots as well. Berryman Duff was wearing the red ones yesterday. Berryman Duff with a little dummy and fooled them all. It was just a little hop and a skip, and it opened up like Sydney Heads, and the Sydney Scorpions go in again.
Yeah, it did open up like Sydney Heads. There was players moving left, right and centre with 2 sweepers. And the Northern Eagles boys have conceded a very, very easy try there. The golden rule, James, the man with the ball is the man that you need to be watching until he releases that ball.
Yeah, the most dangerous player on the pitch is, of course,
that's the saying. Thank you.
The one with the ball. I picked up what you were putting down, Mitch. Don't you worry.
Thanks, mate. Give you the assist.
The Northern Eagles now with a lot of work to do early on in this match. Still, there is plenty of time. However, they find themselves behind the 8 ball here. So they fire it off now for Billy Gleeson. Then pops it back here for Evans. Gleeson off the right foot. Evans in an acting half, and now the wraparound comes. Long floating pass, and the closest, I was going to say person to that, but item would probably be the fence.
Yeah, not the best pass there, James. Early in the tackle count, could have shown a little bit more discipline. And Scorps are going to make their way to the box here, get fresh legs on.
Good metres from Berryman Duff, and then easy metres on the follow-up play too. 10 before the defensive line was even up and ready to make the touch, and they crab across field here. Good work though from Evans. Makes the touch, and that is now the last, and they haven't really got anywhere to go as Fodu Moala tries to make something out of nothing, floats it long, still an option back to the middle. Good evasive skills. Fodu Moala floats it. It's then continued on here, but I think it's going to be a touch pass.
Yeah, it is a touch pass. The boys should get to the box here for the Northern Eagles, get some fresh legs on, and I'd like to see them run a little bit harder.
There is Evans trying to do exactly that, and then on the follow-up once more, driving forward. Here's Evans, Moore, floats a pass here, short one, just along the sideline, and then they pick up good
That's
metres
a better run.
down a narrow passage. Back to the middle now they come with Knox from Tamworth. And now Buck provides here for Carrick. Last play here for the Eagles. They cut out Carrick, and now they float the ball over the top. It's a beautiful pass, and they beat them all. I think they're going to call it back for a forward pass, though.
I'd like to apologise to the Northern Eagles for saying they're in. The commentators curse. I have. Really nice play there. The rooster where he dummied the rooster, and the red rooster runs behind and through a nice big cutout, but the referees have deemed that to be forward, so that's a shame.
Scorps finds a little passive play out the back for Fodu Moala, who then draws and passes, but no opening off the back of it. Saxon Gore, once again, involved in the follow-up play. So they sweep some new players on the field, and they've recovered quite well from what was otherwise an awkward transition there for the Scorpions. Up into enemy territory now. This is play 4 with Stan Clark, who plays it. Clark receives a very flat pass right at the advantage line. Now the last here. Clark, and they wrap around. Here they are at pace.
Good touch.
They get a late
Good
little
touch.
delay. Feltham flings it on, but as you can hear there from Mitch, they got the touch in time.
Yeah, I believe it was a Noala Knox from Tamworth who made that touch at link. A really, really good touch.
That to be made. They did actually strip them for numbers by the end of that play. Now they step up to make the touch there with Callum Spooner from the Hills District. Now Feltham comes in. Good touch made from him. Already a try scorer today, Feltham. Little jinking run there from Harper. Now the reinforcements arrive once again as they spread it wider still with more. Last play now. Good footwork. Out of acting half, but of course, out of acting half means that if he is caught, it will be the turnover. However, he gets away from them all. Support arrives. Now, did they get the ball to ground in time? I'm not so sure. they're going to rule here. Will be another set, it looks like, here for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Playing through with the advantage. Of course, that big run out of acting half, not a bad idea at all.
Very, very evasive on the last tackle. We thought he was going to get touched a couple of times. Just kept running. They've earned themselves a repeat set down here on the line. Let's see what they can put together here.
So the Eagles will touch it at that 7 metre mark and come out to Moore. Up they arrive to meet him, make the touch, and now flung on from Merrick. Merrick still an option through the middle, gets the strike dump. Now they come at pace here. The Eagles, were they back on side? Yes, I think Feltham coming across from the link position was, and he made the touch. So back to that 7 they go. Still plenty of touches up their sleeves in this set. Merrick. Merrick again now, acting half. Support there, they fire it wide, but they've marked up nicely. They continue cycling the footy, but touch pass is called.
Yeah, very, very good read there from the winger. They ran the same play. His spider senses were on that they were going to be then picking up and coming back to the short side. He did stay on his man and was able to defuse what could have been a problem.
Spooner spoons the ball back on the inside to a supporting runner as Berryman Duff gets into the action. Always picks up good meters, Berryman Duff. Jeros out there too. He's an option through the middle. Comes with Berryman Duff and then receives it. Quick strike dump too from Jeros. Lovely hands there. Now, I don't think he was back on side. Yes, good call from the referee. Merrick made the touch, but never with his feet behind the line. It's a wonderful piece of eyes-up footy from the Scorps. They pick up their 4th try.
Yeah, no, it was. Mason, the referee, said he was never on side, never on side. It was good listening to the play there. And they go down and put the ball down. So, we've got 4-1. The Northern Eagles really need to be the next ones to score.
4-0 here, Mitch Walker.
I beg your pardon, 4-0. Maths was never my strong suit.
Nor mine. I'm simply relying on the little Roman numerals I got on my board here. Without those, I'm a shell of a man. So they put it through the middle now for Knox. Knox has caught about 10 away. And they shove it on here for Evans. Cross Harbour product. Then dishing here for Gleeson. And they'll have a little crack at them. Now Jeros is claiming the touch. They're just confirming whether he was on side.
No, he's awarded it. There was a lot of pointing. I think he said both were actually offside. I'm not sure who made the touch, but just as we had 30 seconds ago, very good listening. The referee said, you're off, you're off. He played through and earned his team a try.
It was both Max Davies and Jeros who were called offside. So smart play there from the Eagles.
Yeah.
Talk about playing eyes up footy. That was certainly the case there from Billy Gleeson and also Quinn Evans, who hopped out of acting half. Now Gore. Pop a pass here for Poley. Fodumoala. Gore off the left foot. They cut out Fodumoala on this occasion.
Great read.
Excellent read there from Kyle Donovan, Port Macquarie player. 7 away as Gore is there and they opt for the slowest wraparound you've ever seen in your life. Fodumoala with a little pump and then supplying a pass. Gore still nearly beat the attempt there of Donovan, who was probably a little worried for a moment.
He would have been, but that's very good defence there from the Northern Eagles. Probably the best set of defence that they've had. They were all structurally in good positions pre-touch and post-touch. Let's hopefully see they can ruck it out and turn the ball over on the Scorpions' try line.
Evans shifts it quickly. They keep coming towards this subs box area. Evans, who's been a tireless little worker in this match so far, and they get good hands underneath that and somehow keep it alive. That's terrific play as Carrick now with the wraparound puts the foot down, and now there's an opportunity out of nothing there for the Eagles. So enterprising play.
Absolutely. Let's see if they can put a try and keep this flow and this running happening.
Last play now for them. Moore still an option. They dive from distance. The hat's gone flailing off into the breeze, and Fodumoala makes the touch.
Yeah, he made a very good touch there from the links. He took 2 steps on the short side and diffused what could have been another try there. So really good defence there from the Scorps, but good attack from the Eagles actually using the ball.
They've worked their way into this contest. They've got the most recent try and they've stabilised things a little bit as Feltham really goes for a good scoot here. Feltham with 1 try already under his sleeves. Picks up about 20 or 30 metres there, having run 70 or so. Now they'll play it through Spooner. Feltham again. He's got oodles of energy. He's like a human embodiment of a Labrador.
Oh.
They fling it out here for Spooner, who just can't reel it in. It was a little behind him, in fairness.
Yeah, I think that was in front. That would have been a try, but wasn't executed as well as Coach Craig Lowe would have liked, and the ball hit the deck. Well, that might be over the mark.
Good little run here on the follow-up. I was going to say from Billy Buck, who is the young version of the Honey Badger out there with the hair and the headband going on.
Yep.
So instead it will be the turnover here for the Scorpions, already leading by 3. It's Feltham. Receives it on the far side of the ground, then he's taken down by a sniper, Feltham. Hits the deck. And now it comes out here for Mickle Wraith. Berryman Duff back on the pitch and with the ball now. Slow it on the 7. Berryman Duff threatening to link up. Does so eventually, well read from the Eagles. They've still got a few plays here, the Scorpions. And they provide to the middle here for Lowe. Lowe for Berryman Duff. With the strike dump, Lowe wrapping around. They go wide this time, straight into the arms, though, of the Eagles, and they swoop on it.
Yep, another nice read there from Donovan out there on the wing. Really nice.
So easy meters here for the Eagles on the follow-up. I thought that could have gone either way for potentially a forceful touch, but he was off balance, so we'll stick with the referee's call there. Now through the hands, Evans supplies it on for the try scorer Gleeson. Now Moore off the left foot, straightening up. Evans still there in support, picks it up out of acting half. Now they've got them on the back pedal. Good work here from the Eagles. They went straight and hard and they beat the touch. They collect their second try.
Yeah, nice call there from Geros to say miss. Again, it was just a sweeper. Picked up, came open side, and the boys just ran nice and straight and direct. It was a really, really nicely constructed try for the Northern Eagles. So it's good to see them, running a bit harder, a bit more purpose. I think you sort of mentioned that they took a little while to get warmed up. Well, they're certainly warmed up now.
I think it was Evans too who's gone in. Yeah, it certainly was Quinn Evans who's been heavily involved in this match.
Yep.
He gets a nice little reward there for his efforts as Fodu Moala
Good touch.
goes bang with the big right foot, and guess who it is making it? It's 11th once again. Yep. Gore fires it here for Poley. Gore again. Poley from distance. Long dive from him. They got across just in time. Did they? No, he beat them all. He got to ground very quickly, and Poley slides under the defenders.
Yeah, it was the ML set up for the two-step back to the short side. And unfortunately, the link just wasn't aware and wasn't awake, and they were able to dive under. I'm sure the coach will have a chat to him and say next time they set that platform up, wakey, this is what's coming along.
So Buck is out there, but now it comes across to Mitchell, Taree boy. They fling it back once more to the Honey Badger himself, Billy Buck. And of acting half, fling it over here for Mitchell. Carrick. And they didn't step up there to the required 7-metre mark. That's what the referees called that one for. And of course, 3 penalties inside that zone will result in someone being sat down for a couple of sets. As Buck shifts it from right to left, out to Knox. Knox slowing it down. They're trying to set up for a play here, suck them in one side and then bring it to the open. Carrick, Buck, Carrick again, off the left foot. Carrick straightening now. Saxon Gore was alert to it though. So back to that 7-metre mark they come. Carrick. Now Buck, in fact they opt for the big show and go there against Buck, and Carrick receives it. Very flat pass. In fact, it was more than flat, it was forward.
Yeah, running where there's no numbers there on the short side. I'm sure if they had that play again, they would potentially select a different play. They've been very successful with their MLs and their sweepers. I'm surprised that that's not what they're trying to get back to.
So 5-2, still a bit of time left in this one, around about 7 minutes to go, but they need to be next to score, you fancy here, the Northern Eagles. 6-2 would be, I think, too much of a bridge to cross.
Absolutely would be, mate. Yep.
So here are the Scorps on the attack now. 10 metres into enemy territory, floating on
Good
to
touch.
the field. There's a nice touch made
Your man,
from
the Honey
Badger, Billy Buck. Bucking the trend, if you will.
Yep, no, it was a really good touch.
I'll tell you what, we don't see too many Honey Badger haircuts these days. It's all turned into the mullets now.
It has, yeah.
I don't understand the appeal of the new age mullet. It's not even like the old school one that you used to see at all the V8 races and things like that.
It's not. It's not. The Kerry Hemsley flowing locks. They now have they shave the sides.
It's the Angus Crichton look now.
Yeah. It's more the Ryan Pappenhausen.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So,
She went to school with Ryan Pappenhausen.
Really?
I did. A few years younger than me. I'm old and decrepit. He's young and fast.
Indeed.
Floated out to the right-hand side. Same school as Luke Keary, actually.
Okay, there we go.
Bad little spot for a bit of footy.
Indeed.
Certainly, touch footy for both of these teams here. Become part and parcel of the areas they are from. A little jink comes in from Hunter, and now on the search for a little try here. Moore trying to step back in off the left. Possibly also lost count of the set there, and that is the turnover. So it still remains at 5-2. It's not done with just yet. And now this is the opportunity, Mitch Walkerton.
Here we go. Look at this. We've got a quick transition. I don't think they're onside.
Hunter runs at them directly. Hunter again. Quick hands. Moore gets away from
ball
them.
Down.
What a dive from Moore. I don't think they've got him. It's wonderful stuff from Cooper Moore, who says, I'll have more of that, thank you.
Absolutely. A nice quick transition. The Scorps ran to the box. They left 2 players on the field. The Northern Eagles did the right thing, got on the ball quickly and played into open space. Well done.
So 5-3, and with about 5 minutes left, where there's life, there is hope. And there certainly is a bit of life about this game right now. So they'll play it here for Lowe. He's already got 1 try himself in the white cap, and now he shifts it on here for Jeros. Jeros plays it quickly, about 10 metres away. Berryman Duff takes advantage of the space, pops the pass.
Touch.
Had he gone wide, I think it's a try for all money, but a beautiful read out wide there from the Eagles. Now, there's an issue in the centre here too for one of the Eagles' defenders, I fancy. He's hobbling a little bit at the moment. Berryman Duff hasn't seen it, but what a pass that is from Berryman Duff.
Oh, that was a rocket. A left to right rocket. The poor winger, he thought he was a chance, and it just kept going, sailing over his hands, over his head. That's a really good hit back.
It was shot out of a cannon here
Wow.
from Berryman Duff, and just having a little look, he picks it up 1 or 2 steps, and then bang, rifles a pass out to Balin Mitchell from the Hills District, and he collects the 6th try, and I think that now does it as a contest. Margin back out to 3 as Evans comes forward. They've lost it in the process of a forceful touch, so that will go against the Scorpions here. Another set to come for the Northern Eagles. So about 3.5 to go. I think the clock will beat them. A try here would make it a little bit interesting, though.
Yep. Hopefully they don't, keep trying. See what they can conjure up.
Gleeson drops it here for Knox. They're not really doing much so far in this set, though.
Not.
Evans drops it down. Gleeson again. Gleeson trying to find Knox. The ball spills out. I think they still might come up with possession here. I think the touch was made before the loss of possession.
Yeah, I think that's what I'd like to see them try and dump the ball on the 7. They're dumping the ball 8, 9, 10 metres out. They've got to get that ball on the 7.
Well, they're doing so again here. Didn't need to come that far back. Evans crabs across field. Now Gleeson. This is the last play now. As once more they wrap around. They're called offside initially.
Oh, hang on.
Jeros has a little grab here. I think
he's going to go for
trouble.
time. Yeah, he will. Oh, it's only a 4 sub.
4 sub off for Jeros. I thought that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't grab and hold.
Silly play from Jeros. There's limited time remaining. And there's another penalty, so they might be sitting down with an extra person free. No.
Oh, that's a shocker for the highlights reel.
Well, I think Mitchell knows it better than anyone. He slaps his own thigh there. He wasn't happy about it. I don't think his coaches were either.
No, he's gone to tap the ball and he's just muffed it. The poor fella.
Just muffed it.
Sure, his friends will rib him about that.
Oh, well, unfortunately, he has the benefit, if you will, of having all that captured on camera. That might get a few rounds.
Absolutely it will.
Within the group chat.
It will.
Gore with a very flat pass here for Fodu Moala. Thought they might have picked up on that one.
Oh, that's over the mark.
And yeah, there we go. So a bit of karma perhaps coming in there from the football gods. So they'll get use of the ball here directly on halfway with less than 2 minutes to go. Scorpions have done enough to claim this one, but can they finish with a bit of a flourish here, the Eagles? They pop it out wide, 10 metres into enemy territory. Gore comes up very quickly and makes the touch. Now they'll fling it to the centre here through Carrick and then Buck. Carrick to Buck once more. Those two just playing amongst themselves at the moment. Last play here, and they have a little crack at them. They put down the foot, but the cover defence was excellent.
Excellent
Sam
touch.
Poley coming across and making the touch.
Really, really good touch. Took the sweeper, dived, just made the touch before the ball was put down.
So a minute to go here between the Scorpions and the Northern Eagles in the 16 boys division, and it's an error-a-thon at the moment from the Scorpions.
Oh, both sides, really. The last 5 minutes, lots of errors from both teams.
Well, I know the boys are Scorpions, but at the moment they have quite literally replaced their hands with pincers. And it's not good. Not good for the handling at all.
No, it's not. Absolutely not.
Buck playing it 8 metres away. Now Carrick with a big dummy. Carrick trying to get under them.
Good
Again,
touch.
He's lost a hat.
Really nice touch there from Spooner.
Buck back to Carrick once more. Buck picks it up. Now has an option there. Really good read, though, popping in there from Logan Toller. I thought for a moment, though, he may have been offside. Not called as such. And there is the siren in the background. They'll try for one little play here. They won't get it, though. Feltham makes the touch. Carrick has nowhere to go. Hopefully he remembers to pick up the hat, which is still in the in goal. But at full time, pretty comprehensive display from the Scorpions, Mitch Walkerton, 6-3.
Yeah, they've got semi-finals coming up, and I'm sure that their coaches will adjust a few things, and we'll see how far they can go in this tournament.
Do you rate them as a fair chance of taking it out?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it is very, very close in most of the divisions. They will certainly have to improve their error rates. If they were to, make as many errors as they did, giving the Mets and the Hornets, as much ball as they gave the Eagles, I think that would cause a problem. But if they can fix that up, well, absolutely. They've got some game breakers in their team, James, and I think it is very wide open.